Alright guys, what is going on? I'm Tubby Emu. This time for WWE 13, we're talking about the story mode which will replace Road to WrestleMania this year, confirmed by Corey Ledesma on Twitter. Now, I've been taking your ideas, and make sure you guys are following me on Facebook and Twitter because I asked you guys questions, and I had posted a question on Facebook saying, what do you guys want to see in WWE 13? And I had over 75 responses. And, one of the responses was a superstar mode with any character in the game. Instead of doing like a Road to WrestleMania where you can choose 5 people and you play their storyline, or a Road to WrestleMania that's already built in your Triple H or Sheamus or Jacob Cass, let us do a year storyline, whatever it is, and let us pick whoever we want. That was somebody's suggestion. And I think a lot of people are excited about a story mode. Maybe you guys are new to the franchise and you don't really know the storylines. But back in the day, I think it was 06, 07, and 08. I don't know if 06 had it. They had story mode. And I think it was 09 was the first time there was Road to WrestleMania. And what would happen, it was 24/7 superstar mode. And you would pick your superstar, and then you would go through the whole year. You would, play the matches, you would get contracts, you would build up your pay grade, and there was cutscenes for most of it. But after the first year, it repeated. So it was pretty, the same thing. Now, you have to realize 2 things. The WWE video games have always been a yearly release, guys. There is not enough time every year for superly major improvements. And as much as I would love to see huge improvements and tons and tons and tons of storylines, the fact is they don't sell enough to put in hundreds of millions of dollars into a game. I think they sold like 2 million copies. They did very well for WWE 12 number-wise, but it's not Call of Duty numbers. It's not massive amounts where they can't really put in that time. And, being a yearly release, THQ and Ukes is only one studio, versus Call of Duty for their games, they go on a 2-year rotation between Treyarch and Infinity Ward, and it's a problem. I almost think they would be better off switching between developers, but that's just me. Look, when Euphonics, the company that took over NASCAR the game, I think it's a lot better than the other ones used to be. So I don't really want to criticize THQ here. I know they're on deadlines. I know they don't have too much design time. But as far as the story mode goes, I'm excited for the story mode. If as long as you can use any superstar, you can maybe create one and use. Hopefully it's more than just one, because if it's a short 2-hour playthrough, it's going to be a little boring. Obviously, it's got to last a while. A little bit more interactive. Please, 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 THQ, do not have so many backstage brawls, and that would be the worst thing possible in my opinion, to constantly do these backstage brawls. I would be so mad if they did that, because there was way too many in WWE 12 where you were facing off in all the storylines against all these superstars, and you'd have to drag them over and hit Y. So hopefully more gameplay in the story mode where you actually get a play. And it would be cool in the story mode if you could actually make decisions and they made different outcomes. That way, let's say you're playing and 1 week you have to make a decision. If you help your tag team partner, if you screw them over, well, if you screw them over and you go through and play through, there's like a branch that you can come back to later on in the game, and you can continue from that point and see what would have happened if you would have screwed them over. I think that would be a great addition to story mode. I think it would be a lot more work, and I don't know if THQ has enough time to do something like that, but I think that would be the best, instead of, oh, you weren't supposed to fail and it makes you restart the match. I think it would be cool to have, different branches of what could happen, what could go wrong here. Now, the only downfall is some people may play it once and not even realize it, and they may think it sucked because they didn't play the other variations on the storyline. So that's the only downfall I could see to that sort of story mode. I wonder what you guys think and what story mode you're hoping for and what you're expecting in WWE 13. Comment in the comment section below. Where else would you comment? Make sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I post there all the time asking you guys opinions, doing live results during the show. Facebook.com/TubbyMoo and Twitter.com/TubbyMoo. Tubby Nation, pound that like button. Pound the shit out of it. Let's get 500 likes, possibly. My name is Tubby Moo. Thank you very much for watching. WWE 13 coming out October 30th. Tubby out.